right, so got a little box via UPS today from a friend calling himself Big G, and I need to shout out and thank you to Big G. I think it was kind of a subtle comment that I need to up my game a little bit. So anyway, we're gonna just give you all a detailed loading video here real quick. All right, this is our first piece of rolling stock. This is our team cooler. It holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It holds 6.5 cases of soda. It holds about 5 cases of water and 1.5 cases of Gatorade, the way we've got it arranged. All right. When it's full, you can still pour 60 pounds of ice into it. All right. The floor of the truck is configured with airline track, okay, and we have these devices, we'll just call them tie down rings, that engage the track and provide us with places to tie stuff down. So anyway, this cooler is the first item to come in. Okay, and this is all, how can I put it? Not everybody in the garage does it like this. And seeing as I've always worked for back markers, bucks down, straps are pretty much the way. Some folks will drill holes and engineer simple pins. I personally, I don't like drilling holes in the floor like that, okay, because now debris comes up through that hole while we're going down the road. Water comes up through that hole while we're going down the road. Next item is going to be this toolbox right here. And this is the engine man's cart. This is Willie's cart. Excuse me? Is that what the laundry is? It sure as hell is. Where'd you find that? Just on the floor. Awesome. All right. Here. Mason's raiding the pantry. All right, be good. Thanks. All right, now this is our cool down and generator. This is, well, no, I'm not live, but I'm shooting a thank you video. I'm kind of thinking that camera was a subtle hint. I think it's to up my game. Yeah, there you go. So here we go. There we are. All right, so this one gets a little bit more complicated. The way this thing's configured, well, actually what it is the total space I have, I'm really not afforded much room to lock the front of this thing down. Okay, so what we do is we position it in here like this until we just make contact with Willie's toolbox. Okay, and then we're going to come back here, and we've got all this extruded aluminum angle. All right, and we're going to get 2 rings, okay, and then 4 clips. Okay, and the clips are nothing but these rings that have been modified. Here, let me see if I can find a better example here. All right, this particular style ring here, all you have to do is make 2 cuts in it, and the ring comes out, and you end up with something like this, something like that. Okay, so anyway, so we need 2 rings, 4 clips, 1 strap, and 2 of these for this trip. Okay, and what I'm doing here, okay, is, all right, this guy is grounded against Willie's box at the moment. Okay, I'm going to take this extruded aluminum bar, put it right there, and then these clips will go right there. All right, we're going to close up on there, but we don't want to have them tight yet. Okay, so get that guy right there, and then the bar is right there. Now we're going to put a ring in like that, and another ring in like this. Okay, so anyway, at the moment those 2 pieces of equipment are touching each other. While we're laying here, we'll just put this here. All right, and it's a hot, humid day, and we got some bugs up in here too. All right, but now I've got about an inch gap right here, about an inch. So what that means is I'm going to use this strap to pull this piece of equipment against this bar, and then we'll have a 1-inch gap between the 2 pieces of equipment, and that's how we go down the road. Wrap that around there. Okay, and this piece of equipment, there's no real official tie down, arrangement. There's no rings on it, so sometimes you just got to use what you can find. Damn bugs. Yeah. And so anyway, we'll pull that down like that. Now, thing is though, the strap is chafing right here, so what I usually do is I'll take the extra strap and I'll put it right between those to reduce the chafing. Oh, it won't cut the strap. So anyway, this thing is now secure. All right, it's not going to hit Willie's box and blah blah. All right, now these clips right here, that goes right there, and that's what the front of the toolbox will engage. That's what holds the toolbox in. All right, so we're gonna go get the toolbox now. And by toolbox, I mean the garage toolbox. All right. Okay, and for what it matters, this box weighs more than the race car. It's got steering on both ends. I personally do not appreciate that. I rarely use the steering on the other end, and it causes the damn thing not to track straight, so it's going to take me about 3 or 4 tries to get it up in here. Right, what it is the thing crabs. And so anyway, by crabbing, what I mean is, you see how close it is up front, but then look how far it is here, how close it is here, and how far it is up there. Well, anyway, it takes a couple bites. Best way I can describe it. And eventually, we'll end up in there. Wow, all of a sudden it cooperates. Alright, so alright, we've got the front of the toolbox against that front bar. Okay, now what we use is essentially, I'm going to describe it as an interference fit. Okay, and we just use both wedges to hold the thing in, but the thing is you have to tighten that somehow. All right, so what you do is you use a steering axle to shorten the wheelbase. Okay, what I just did was I just took about 2 inches off the wheelbase by turning the axle to the right, All right, and now we're going to install this. All right, you can see it's loose right now. Okay, but now we're going to swing the axle. Here, can y'all see that? Yeah. We're going to swing the axle the other way. And now it tightens that up. And we're going to keep digging so we can get a clip in on the other side. Like that. Okay. And then when we straighten this up, it's in there tight. And that's all there is to that. So I call it an interference fit. And we use the steering axle to shorten and lengthen the wheelbase to get the chocks in. All right, so now we'll put another chock in. Put another bar in. Okay, and this one's going to go ahead of the utility cart. Okay, the utility cart has our engine hoist, our garage fuel cans, our water buffalo that we use for emergencies during the race. Anyway, it's got a lot of equipment in it. And that one is a real tight fit in here. Like I was saying, not everybody does it the same way. Okay, equipment like this, some of the teams will have the Champion Tire and Wheel guys move for them. All right, and then some teams, you know, yeah, how can I put it? Not everybody carries the same stuff. Depends on how much money you're willing to spend. On this particular piece. Come on. Come on, what's your problem? You need to go. Yeah. So look at that interface on that wall right there. Come on. I don't know what you're dragging on. There's nothing for you to be. It's just touching everywhere. This thing is really a load by braille situation. All right, that's the front chock. Now here again, we just do the interference fit. So I've already got it swung to the right. We're going to install bar number 5. Put the little clippies in right there. We're going to adjust the wheelbase. Get the other side secured. Come on. Yeah, I need a little bit more. Or do I? Here, let's see what happens here. Yeah, hold on. There we go. There we go. Swing that, get our wheelbase back, and that's wedged in. There's no brakes on this thing, and it's good. All right, now, one of the neat things about this piece of equipment, this tongue right here, lift that, pull it out, and it rides right there. All right, so now we got some other small pieces. This piece of equipment is just a rolling shelving unit, and it belongs to a subcontractor. Okay, they provide analytical data to some of the teams, whoever subscribes to their service, and best I can tell you is because we carry their stuff, we either get a discount or we don't. Anyway, so this is that's the best I can tell you about this. And all I do is I ground it against the cart up front, because this thing's actually pretty light. Okay, and then I install a ring right there and one identical on the other side. And we're just gonna put some angle in our straps so we get some vertical and some lateral. And the piece of cargo in front of us provides our forward restraint. Once again, kind of a interference fit kind of thing. And there's that. Ain't going nowhere. Alright, so now here comes some fun stuff. Race cans. 3 of them here. These are empty. We take the steering axle out from the front, and it just kind of rests there in that empty space there. Then we take a ring, install it in the track, another ring, install it in the track. Take strap. And these cans are empty. After the race, they might have a gallon or two in them. Okay, but this is all aviation grade aluminum with aviation grade fittings on them. Not too worried about. Come on. Oh, why you gotta be so antisocial? And that's that. Ain't going nowhere. Alright, so pretty much everything else gravity holds in. Damn it, hold on. Out, let go, let go. Last week, after the race, the pit crew screwed up, and instead of leaving that in the pit cart, they brought it back to the hauler. This is our rig. Okay. Just show you something. Watch, if you've ever used a hydraulic jack at your house, you pump this thing, pump. You'll pump it 20 or 30 times to get your car up off the ground. Watch how this one works. 2 pumps. There you go. All right. Okay, also, that's only 1 inch tall right there. That's to get up under the car in case of, tires flat or anything, but watch this. Look how fast that is. It takes a big man to operate that guy with a car on it. All right, so anyway, we don't have a proper spot for this, so we're just gonna wedge her in here. Throw a blanket over it. Use a blanket to keep it from rolling around. And we'll just take our hero card stand. Here's another thing, gravity. It just rides by gravity. We'll wedge it right in there. And that stuff won't go nowhere unless Curtis hammers brakes. But Curtis ain't driving this week, so Curtis ain't gonna hammer the brakes. And then this goes in here. And it just lays down there. And this is more data acquisition stuff right here. And the broom. So, are y'all still here? I can't even. Yeah, I think y'all still here. Alright, so. And this piece of crap right here is heavy and it never gets lighter. Alright, so a little detail. Bring the ramp up. We got a chain right here. Leading gauge is right there. Got another one right here. There. Now with those chains engaged, we lower the ramp. Now the weight of the ramp has now been transferred to these chains.